For the coaches, Mr. Tommy Green, Mr. Kevin Little.
And good afternoon and welcome back, everybody, as we get set here now for the championship side of the bracket here in Coach Pitch. Tennessee's team has just been introduced. It'll be Tennessee and North Carolina. Tennessee coming in with a record of 1-1 in their pool. North Carolina won their pool 2-0. And I'm going to start the broadcast with, oops, I made a mistake yesterday. I called Coach Summy Coach Starkey throughout the day, and I was trying to read the back of his uniform. And my apologies. So, Derek, I know you go back and watch this again. I apologize, but Coach Derek Summy for the North Carolina squad. So they are now introducing the North Carolina squad, and we'll get to the boys' starting lineups, and we'll get ready to go in this game. This is how the championship side of the bracket works in Coach Pitch now. The winner here will play again tonight in tonight's last game, scheduled for 8:30 right here in Field 2. We'll get the winner of this game taking on the winner that's being played right now over on Field 1 between South Carolina and Arkansas. Again, they'll move to the 8:30 game. The loser of this game goes and plays at 7 o'clock on Field 1. We'll have the loser of the other one on Field 2 right here at 7 o'clock. So that's how they work this. And this is the winner's side of the brackets, the invocation and the national anthem, and then we'll get to play ball.
Bow our heads. Almighty God and gracious Lord and Heavenly Father, we praise you and thank you, Lord, for a beautiful day you've given us. We thank you, Lord, for the many blessings you bestow upon us, even to be able to come out and play this game of baseball. We thank you for the teams that are represented here, Lord, and just bless them in a special way. I pray also, Lord, for the coach that is now being hospitalized and recovering from a situation. I pray, Lord, that your hand might be upon him and touch him in a special way, Lord, that knowing he is stored in this. I also praise you and thank you, Lord, for the rain that you sent last night that replenishes the growth of the grass and to make this such a beautiful ballpark here today. I thank you now, Lord, for the fans, the players, the coaches, and all the parents that support these guys as they play this game. Now, Lord, be with us as we play this game. Keep us safe from any bodily harm. Most of all, Lord, help us to glorify you in the things that we say, how we act, and how we play. For it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Looks like we're just about ready to play ball. Again, a very warm one here this afternoon as the rain has so far stayed away from us. It came in last night, but so far we've been pretty lucky. So, as we get set here to go, when you look at that forecast, that temperature outside here, game time starting 88 with it feels like a 95. Mostly cloudy skies. There is some thunderstorms to our south of us so far. Excuse me, I couldn't get to the button fast enough. Apologize for sneezing in your ear like that. Anyway, we'll start this one with some very warm conditions and hope that that thunderstorm stays away from us and moves off. So.
only place we've seen him come out.
So they are spraying wasp spray right now on the backstop over down. That's what caused me to sneeze. Boy, that's got a strong smell to it. Again, my apologies. I don't have the mute button that we usually have. All right, let's get this started with the starting lineup here. Little, Holland, Potter, Williams, True, Daniel, Green, Pilkington, Sanders, Burgess, Smith, and Hamrick. So Knox Little will lead it off for Tennessee. And he is little, but he's a great player. He's got a lot of speed, and he's a really smart ball player. And we've seen him do very well. He plays second base for the Tennessee squad. And he'll lead things off here. Tennessee in the gray uniforms. North Carolina in the red uniforms. Tennessee wearing the gray with the orange. On the scoreboard there in the orange, North Carolina in the blue. Inning number 1, here we go. First pitch. A little bit early, actually. We're about 3 minutes ahead of time today. That's good news. Ground ball towards short. Picked up. Fire over to first. Little's got great speed, but just in time they get him. Nice play over there by Bryson Summey with the throw to get Little at first. One away. Like I said, both teams have a very good infield. Both teams have a very good offense. They hit the ball well. That pitch is going to be a little bit outside. Didn't like that one either. It's a little grounder, and it goes foul off the bat of Holland. Right in front of the plate. And a nice job there by the catcher getting out quickly, Luke Brown. Oh, hit the bat and fouled off. Almost hit his helmet, but when he went to duck, it hit the bat, and it'll be a strike. So his fifth pitch right here. Luke checking with his, Aiden checking with his coaches right now. Goes swinging at a pitch way out of the zone, and coach says, my bad, my bad. And the problem there is he knows he's got 2 strikes. He's got to hit it. It's the 5th pitch or foul it off. And coach didn't give him a very good pitch, and he went chasing. So 2 down. Potter with the swing. Ground ball to third. Throw to first is not going to be in time. And Starkey had just an extra little push there trying to get that ball over to first, and maybe a little bit slow in the grass. We'll give the infield single to Potter. Now it's Williams. Bryce Williams now to the plate with a runner on first and 2 outs. Swings at the first pitch and hits it foul down the right field line. Swung on, popped into right field. That's good enough for a base hit. Runner now in between second and third, and he'll go back to second. So Potter tries to make a play on him, and they do a nice job of it getting back to the infield.
Take them glasses off.
Swung on, ground ball into right center field from the bat of True. They'll send the runner Potter home, sliding into third, staying there, and True will go down to second. So a base hit. Williams comes into third. Potter comes home. First run on the board for Tennessee. True down to second base. And they plate the first run of the ball game. So Tennessee gets it. So 1-0 lead. Daniel now to the plate. Green in the on-deck circle. So Tennessee plates the first run here. And so they had one really good game and one kind of off game. They got their win, and it wasn't an easy win, but it was a 2-0 win. They played a tough game the first game. They were able to put some runs up, but lost the first game they played yesterday. Daniel trying to make a difference here, already with a 1-0 lead. Swings and fouls it off. It'll go out of play. Case Daniel and then Max Green due up here. True down at second, Williams at third. Potter has scored the early run for Tennessee, top of the first. Fifth pitch here for Daniel. Whoa, went down swinging, and unfortunately, again, Coach, not a very good pitch, and he knows it. So twice he did that to his team. But they do pick up one important run to get things started. They lead it 1-0. We'll go to the bottom of the first. And it'll be Watts, Summy, Lucas, Starkey, Massey, Phillips, Stillwell, Troop, Lee, Levi Martin, Liam Martin, and then Brown is your lineup, top to bottom, 1 through 12 for North Carolina. Again, cloudy skies, some light wind blowing around out there, not enough really to change the temperature here at the ballpark, that's for sure. Be sure to follow JockJive on Twitter and on Facebook. On Twitter, we're at JockJive, and on Facebook, you can simply put JockJive Sports into the search engine up at the top when you open your Facebook page. With that, you'll get scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. If like there's a delay or anything of that nature, that's where we post that stuff. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with JockJive Sports. For those of you that just tuned in, I'm Chuck Sebastian. You're watching the first game of the winner's side of the brackets for Coach Pitch AA here for Dixie Youth Baseball. We're in Lumberton, North Carolina, where it is very warm. Temperatures in the upper 80s with a feels-like temperature in the mid-90s. It never really got cool again last night, only down to about 75. They said they had some rain here last night. I didn't hear any of it. I was out. But up 6:30 this morning, bright and early, and it was about 75 when I went for my 5K jog. And no, I'm not a marathon runner by any means, folks. It's just like it was. It was a jog, but just to get it done. And it wasn't too bad. I was definitely warm when I got done, but it's even warmer now. So I feel for these folks here in North Carolina. This is the kind of heat they put up with all the time. All right, so Wyatt Watts, who's out on the mound for North Carolina, will come to the plate first, followed by Bryson Sumi and then Kai Lucas. So yesterday when I said that the coach struck out his son, he did not. He actually struck out Lucas Starkey, but I thought he was Coach Starkey, but he is Coach Sumi. So we got that straightened out, though, so he's ready to go here, and he'll pitch to Wyatt Watts to start things off. North Carolina down by 1. And the crowd with the chant of "Let's go wide." He'll crack the second pitch towards short. Picked up, fired over to first in time for the out. Again, both infields, like I said, very, very tight and very, very good. That's Alex Potter over there at short for Tennessee. Now it's coach pitch to father-son pitch. Here's Bryson Summy. And he'll slap that one hard and deep into left field, over the left fielder's head. That one's going to the fence. He'll round first. He's headed for 2, where he'll slide in with a double. So he burns the outfield there with a long fly ball and had the left fielder turned around. And once you see the back of a jersey, usually you're in trouble. And now Kai Lucas, the right fielder, comes to the plate. And he rips it same place. Again over the left fielder's head, running after it. They're going to send Sumi home. He's going for the plate, and the runner will go into second. So it's back-to-back doubles to tie this one up early, 1-1. North Carolina, they can hit the ball. There's no doubt about it. This offense has some power. Here's Lucas Starkey, the third baseman now, with the runner at second. 1 out. So a 1-1 tie game. And if you look at the score sheets, I don't think Tennessee wants to get into a who can produce more run battle here. They want to keep this score close. So North Carolina, they can put some runs up on the scoreboard pretty quickly. But Tennessee's got a really good defense. Ground ball towards short again, knocked down, backhand. Oh, and then it popped out to the glove, and he cannot make the throw. Tough play there. Runner at first. And a runner at second. One out for Seth Massey, the left center fielder. Ground ball towards first. Throw to two. The runner at first stayed there. Try to tag the runner at third. He gets back to the bag cleanly, and now time is called. So you'll get a fielder's choice on Massey. He'll be safe at first. Starkey is out, second out of the inning, as it goes 3-6. And then Lucas goes down to third. So 2 outs, runners on the corner. Ground ball to third. Picked up, throw to first. Good stretch, and the out is recorded. That's one thing, like I said, Tennessee's got a really tough defense, and Bryce Williams at first plays like an almost major league-like. I mean, the stretch that he has is unbelievable, and he can really lean out there and toe the bag, so to speak. So we've completed one. It's a 1-1 ball game here on JockJive.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back with more baseball next from the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series here in Lumberton, North Carolina.
Leading off for Tennessee, number 4, Max Green.
He gets caught up in a play, you're going to punish the offensive.
Max Green due up to start the inning for Tennessee. He's the young man that was having a little trouble there out in left field. They were hitting that ball over his head. Max was having to turn around and chase after a couple of baseballs, and let's see if he makes him pay for hitting it over his head by going the other way. Green to the plate. He's a left-hander. 1-1 ball game, and we start inning number 2. Slaps it towards third on a one-hopper. Picked up, throw to the bag, is in the dirt, skips by the first baseman. Green will head for second on the throwing error. Tough throw and a tough play to be made, but unfortunately, the third baseman, Starkey, a little too much on it and kind of brought the arm a little too far down, and it ended up in the dirt. If you're going to do that, you've got to get a one-bouncer to your first baseman. And even though, like I said, that Stillwell plays so very well, it's tough for him to stretch. Oh, off the shoestrings. The out is recorded, and one away. They go to first. Thinking that maybe he didn't catch that, but he did. The umpire signaled immediately line drive pop-up, or line drive out for 1 out. So 1 out, and it'll be Sanders. So Pilkington with the line out. Now Sanders at the plate with an out. The runner at second is Green. Swung on and fouled off. So Camden Stillwell, the first baseman. Devin Phillips, the second baseman. Starkey, the third baseman. Sumi, the shortstop for North Carolina. Really good tight infield. Popped up. Swung on and slapped into right and grabbed by the right fielder. He'll throw back to second base, but overthrew his man, but back up by the left fielder and back to the shortstop it goes. So fly out to right brings up out number 2 for Burgess. So Cody Burgess now to the plate.
exit the field.
Swung on off the handle, grounded foul down the third base line.
He's a big guy. Even down, he's a big guy. He should make some effort. But sometimes it's unavoidable. And it's the best decision.
Line shot down the third base line. It is fair, and this one going to go to the fence as well as it gets by the left fielder. Tennessee going to pick up another run on a double. And they get the lead back 2-1. So Burgess with a nice double down the left field line.
Batting number 2, Archie Smith.
Archie Smith now will come to the plate. He is the catcher for Tennessee. Bats from the right side. Tennessee gets the lead back by 1. Swing and a miss by Smith. The coach is like trying to help him with his swing, but again, like I said, this is a tough deal for the coach. You know, the pitch strikes, and you don't want to strike your kids out, and you want to give them something they can hit. There's a bouncing ball back to the hill, picked up, throw over to first in time. Nicely done by Watts. But Tennessee picks up the one they need to get the lead back. They now lead it 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the second inning here on JockJive.com. Don't forget, folks, if you have missed any of the action, you can always go back and watch. If you would like to get one of the games or maybe a few games, you can get it sent via a download. You can download the games from the tournament. They're $5 each. Just email us first. info@jockjive.com. That's INFO. Tell us what games you watched and what games you want. Make sure you tell us who played who and maybe even the day if you remember. We'll send you an electronic invoice, and that'll tell you what games you've ordered. Then you can pay for it by debit or credit card. And then the games are on their way to you. It's that simple. Again, that's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. It's a great gift for the kids later on, and give it to them when they get older. They can watch themselves again when they were little guys. Just depends on what you want to do with it. Great Christmas, birthday, whatever. So here we are in inning number 2, and it'll be Stillwell, Troop, Lee, and then Levi Martin if one of those 3 gets on base. So North Carolina in the bottom of the second now, down by a run. See what they can do here. Here's Stillwell.
North Carolina, number 7.
Here's their first baseman. Well, Cam Stillwell at the plate, and the chant begins, "Let's go, Cam." And he'll slap this one high in the air into center field, and it'll be caught. We're out, number 1.
Batting number 1, Marquell Troop.
Troop now to the plate. Markell, the right center fielder. Says yes to the coach that he liked that pitch. He was going to chase that one and didn't go after it. Was kind of surprised that he didn't. A little bit inside to Troop, so Troop wait for that pitch. Swung on right back up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher. He'll pick it up outside the dirt area. Throw to first, good stretch, like I said. Man, Stillwell is, Williams is unreal over there at first, man. He can get that goalie stretch. That was a really tough play, inside base hit there. Again, off the mound. You're trying to pick that up without the coach being in the way and then turn around and flip it. It'll be interesting to know if the young man, Bryce Williams, does play some hockey, because that is a goalie stretch if I've ever seen one. Here's Lee right now at the plate, and Landon, the left fielder, swing and miss. That's 2. 2 strikes on him. Coach give him a good pitch to hit now. Does off the handle and it's fouled off. It's kind of like when you're, watching the home run derby and, whoever pitches to the guy hitting the home runs, they want to get that perfect pitch in there. Oh, and he struck him out. Lee will go down swinging. That'll be 2 down. There's a runner at first.
Now batting number 8,
Levi Martin now comes to the plate. Levi, one of the subs on the team, plays in right center field. Swing and a miss. Coach is telling him, move up, you're too far off the plate. You got to be able to reach the baseball. Again, like I said, teaching lessons at the same time as playing the game when you're at this age bracket. Levi fouls that one off, so he's got 2 strikes on him, so he's got to make contact with the next pitch. And when you get into these situations, not only is it tough for the guy on the hill, coach pitching, but trying to teach him as well at the same time. Swung on, popped up, catcher. Puts the glove up in the air, and will make the catch. So nicely done there by Smith behind the plate. So quickly the inning over with, and we're going to go top of the 3rd. And Tennessee still with that 2-1 lead now. And going to see if they can't maybe stretch that lead a little further. Like I said, their defense is what won the game for them yesterday against Mississippi. They won that game 2-0. And the first game they played early in the morning, and check that, they played Alabama. They lost that game 8-4, but it wasn't as bad as the score indicates because they came back. They were down quite a bit. They came back in the game, but just couldn't get enough. Alabama is a very, very good team. We'll see them later as they went 2-0 in their pool play yesterday. So we're getting ready for the top of the 3rd. Tennessee with a 1-run lead. We'll see if they can't stretch that lead. As coming to the plate right now is Ellis Hamrick. And Ellis will bat from the right side. Then it'll be back to the top of the order as Knox Little steps into the on-deck circle to our left. Swung on, fouled off. Again, cloud cover keeping the sun off the field today so far. And maybe keeping the temperature down, but the feels like temperature definitely still on the rise. So Hamrick looking to get something started here for Tennessee in the top of the 3rd with a slim 1-0, 1-run lead, I should say. They're winning 2-1. Foul tipped off. Up in the air it goes. Over the head, and he luckily did not chase it. This will be pitch 5. He's got 2 strikes on him, so he's got to make sure that he makes contact somewhere. Foul ball or a hit is what he's looking for right here. Tomahawks it, slaps it into left center field. Pitch was up in the air, and he went after it, and he gave it a charge, and he rips it into left center field for a base hit. When it works, it's great. When they do it later on and swing it out of the zone, as the coach, you're like, no, don't chase that pitch. But you have to. There's pitch 5. Like I said, you've got to do something with it. Here's Knox Little. He rips that ball into left field, but right into the glove of the left fielder Green on a line shot. For out number 1. You can definitely swing the bat. Here's Aiden Holland back to the plate. Struck out his first time. This time he gets a piece of it. One hopper to second base. They'll turn, throw to short for 1. You hear the coach yelling, tag him. He wanted to tag him and then throw to first, but I don't think he would have got the double play either way. So the fielder's choice goes 4-6. Holland will stay at first. Hamrick is out, going to second. 2 down.
Now at bat, number 9, Alex Potter.
Alex Potter singled his first time up, scored the first run for Tennessee at the plate again. Here in the third, with the runner in front of him. Trying to move him, and that ball will be ripped into right center field. Past the right center fielder. He'll definitely move him. Potter rounding. He's headed for 2. Holland is headed for 3rd. He's being sent home, and they'll hold on to the ball. So Tennessee does pick up another run, and now they get the lead out back. 3-1. And Bryce Williams will now come to the plate. And Potter will go down to second. And Bryce will swing and miss. Bryce with a single his first time up. Swing and miss again by Bryce. So 2 strikes on him. Potter down at second. Ground ball down the first base line. It stays fair, and then tag unassisted for the out. So they pick up the all-important 3rd run. They now lead it 3-1, and we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning coming up next right here on JockJive.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to stop by the Action Photo tent located next to the concession stand to see pictures from your games. Sportsmanship is an important part of the game of baseball. DC Youth Baseball awards a sportsmanship trophy for each World Series to the team, which demonstrates great sportsmanship throughout the series. As adults, we should set an example for the players. Everyone can do this as they all sit in the stands, cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship for your team. Yell for your team and not against the opposing team.
So waiting on Tennessee's catcher as they get him finally geared up. It'll be Drew Sanders going in behind the plate now for Tennessee. Leading off will be Liam Martin, and then it'll be their catcher Brown, and then Watts back to the top of the order. A 3-1 lead right now for Tennessee over the undefeated North Carolina team. Tennessee trying to get their 2nd win in a row and move on to that night game tonight, scheduled for an 8:30 start. And don't forget, we'll have all the games for you here on JockJive.com. Remember to make sure you check to see which game you want to watch. Oh, there's a hard shot right off of the shortstop glove. And a hard single. Liam Martin ripped that one, and there's nothing Potter can do. It was a very tough shot. Even if he would have got that, I don't think he could have made a play. Man, that was a lightning rod going out there. Here's Brown. And Luke Brown, the catcher, coming to the plate for the first time here in the game with a runner at first. Swings and misses. Swung on, ground ball, knocked down by the shortstop. Potter turns, fires from the backside, and throws to second. Great stop. Kept it from going out into the outfield, but it's back-to-back singles. He almost made a beautiful play there. He was laying on his back when he threw that to second base, and he just about got him. And now back to the plate is Wyatt Watts. Led off with a grounder to short his first time up. Here's a hard shot past the mound. It'll get over second base. They'll throw to second base. Ball loose in the infield. Picked up by the first baseman, though, and bases are now loaded after 3 singles in a row. And here comes North Carolina. Like I said, they've got a lineup that it's really tough to stop. Defensively, Tennessee's got a great defense, and they can make some great plays. But, boy, if North Carolina gets the bats going, look out. Big smile on the coach's face, and he will chat with his boy right now who's coming to the plate. Bases are loaded for Sumi, who doubled his last time up. Scored the first and only run so far for North Carolina, but could change the story of this game quickly. So here we go. Didn't like the first one. Drills that one into left field. That'll drop down. Foul. Oh, just missed. Man, that was extra bases again, and that was a few runs. And boy, got a high five there from Dad. That was one heck of a smack. Bases loaded again. Here we go. This time he drills it into left center field. On a one-hopper, hits the glove. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. Here comes the throw, and it'll be late. Just got in time, slid into the plate right before the tag, and a big hug from the coach there for Brown, who scores. And the game is tied up at 3. Single there by Sumi. Plates a couple. Down to second is Watts. 2-run score. It's all tied up. Still nobody out. Swing and a miss by Lucas, the right fielder, who doubled his first time up. Top of this lineup's got some good bats. Slapped into left field. That'll be a base hit. Bringing the runner to 3. He'll slide in. Oh, and they got him. What a play, and a nice throw from Green. Put it right on the third baseman's glove and right on the tag to get Watts out for the first out. That was a very nice play from Green, the left fielder, right into the glove of Aiden Holland, who put the tag right on him. So a single, runners at first and second, 1 out in the inning. Like I said, some of these little guys here, I mean, these kids can play some ball. It is really fun to watch. The talent they have at 7, 8, 9 years old. Just amazing. So Sumi down at second, Lucas at first. At the plate is Starkey, the third baseman, with 1 out. Drills this one towards short. They'll pick it up, flip to third for the first out, and then they'll hold on to the ball there. So they get the force. That's 2 down. Lucas will go down to second. Starkey will go to first. It's a fielder's choice for Starkey. 2 outs now. Massey comes to the plate from the left side. Swung on, popped up here at the plate, and no, he can't find it. He's got to get that gear off. Got to get that headset off, or the mask off, and unfortunately, maybe not a lot of time behind the plate for Sanders. But he has got to be able to get that head gear off and find that baseball. Swung on again, fouled off, and Drew is having a little trouble. And like I said, maybe doesn't spend a lot of time behind the plate. It is a tough position. I played it. It's not easy learning it. You've got a mask that you've got to look through. You got to watch foul balls. You don't know which way they spin. You hope that your infield or pitcher can help you. You got to get the mask off to look up and hope that you can find it quickly. Here's a ground ball to second. Should end the inning. Throw to first, and it will. But they do pick up the 2 runs needed to tie this ball game. And it is now 3-3. We have completed 3. We're going to the top of the 4th. So we're halfway through in a tie game, and a very tight one here between 2 very good squads. The Dixie Youth Baseball AA World Series Coach Pitch event. Don't forget to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel. That's where you're watching these games today. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. So make sure when you're done to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel so you're prepared for what's coming up and what's coming ahead. Quick little break here to get some water, and I'll be right back. Hold on.
Leading off at the top of the 4th for Tennessee, number 15, Caden True.
Caden True will lead things off here for Tennessee in the top half of the fourth inning. All knotted up now at 3 apiece. Swings and fouls off that first pitch. Swung on, popped up, turn around, and can't find it. And Luke Brown, having got the headset off, or the headgear off, but couldn't find the pitch. He's got 2 strikes on him now, so True's got to be careful. Swung on, a hard chopper towards short, knocked down in front of the bag, throw to first, in time for the out. Wow, nice play. Really, again, nice play. Like I said, these 2 infields for both North Carolina and Tennessee have some really, really fine talent out there. That's Bryson Sumi, the shortstop, making that grab. To the plate, Daniel. Case Daniel struck out his first time this time. Swinging bunt, as they say, out from behind the plate. Throw to first, and in time. Wow, nicely done by Mr. Brown there. Luke Brown, and the shout out, Luke. That's the second time we've seen him do that in this tournament. He can really get out from behind that plate. He has good eye to pick up the ball, does not try to use the glove to do it, picks it up, fires it down, gets the out. 2 down. And he hustles all the time. He really is doing a fine job behind the plate. 2 down, and it's Green who scored the run here in the second inning for Tennessee. Ground ball towards second, picked up, throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And it's all due to that really very talented infield of North Carolina, who will come to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth. First time Tennessee's been skunked in an inning. Bottom of 4 coming up. We're all tied up at 3 apiece. North Carolina is going to send Phillips, Stillwell, and Troop to the plate when we return right here. JockJive.com.
Village behind the right field fence on field number 2 has a variety of food and souvenir items that you don't want to miss while here at the Pennington Athletic Complex. So stop by the Vendor Village and sample some of the great food available while you shop for all those special souvenirs to remember your trip at the 63rd Annual DCU World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina.
So you can see the coach right here chatting with his first 2 hitters that are coming to the plate, Phillips and Stillwell. And Coach Sumi will give them a little bit of advice, and he wants to see his North Carolina squad, or that's Coach Watts, I'm sorry, talking to him. Coach Sumi will be out on the hill. Coach Watts talking to him, trying to get his 2 guys to get a hit, get on, and get things going as they are tied up at 3, and he would love for his team to get the lead. So Coach Watts is down at 3rd. Derek Sumi, the coach pitcher, of course, on the hill.
For North Carolina, number 24, Devin Phillips.
So here's Devin Phillips. Grounded to 3rd his first time up. Coach wants a couple of tosses to the plate first. And I believe he's ready to go now. Umpire signals the batter to go into the plate. And here's Phillips, ready to go. First pitch on the outside, didn't care for it. There's 2. Like I said, you can take 5, but you got to do something on pitch 5. High in the air, shortstop, easy play, backs up. one step to make the catch, and it's out number 1.
Batting number 7, Camden Stillwell.
Camden Stillwell now will come to the plate. Camden with a fly out towards center field, his first time up. Swung on, fouled off right side, giving chase the first baseman, but he will not have time to get over there, Williams. Bryce Williams hustling over there to try to get to that foul ball. Again, swung on, fouled off, back to the screen. 2 outs, or 2 strikes on him. Catcher again lost that one completely. Back to the hill, knocked down, and hard to grab, and it'll be safe at first. Hard shot back to the mound, and unfortunately for Jace, I believe that's Jace Pinkleton on the hill. Can't come up with it. Yeah. Knocked it down, but then he couldn't get the handle. And Troop comes from plate now with 1 out and 1 aboard. Swings and fouls it off. So down at first is Stillwell. Troop is at the plate. Markwell, the right center fielder, got a single his first time up, but they were stranded at first and left there. Got a piece of the second one, and now he's got 2 strikes on him. There he is, smacked that one into short. They'll flip to second for 1. Relay bounced and hit the runner, and then now they got to tag him, but I think they're going to call him safe because it hit him anyway. So he'll be safe. They'll get the fielder's choice force.
Batting number 23, Landon.
So 2 down, runner at first. And Lee back to the plate. Landon struck out his first time. Cloud cover coming over now, getting a little darker here, but they're still saying no rain in the forecast. Let's hope so. Maybe just good dark clouds. They have to turn the lights on here pretty soon. So that's the reason if your camera looks a little dark, it's because we've got some darker clouds coming in. They say the wind blowing out now, and you can hear it picking up. And blowing the flag straight out towards center field. Line drive past the shortstop into left center field. That'll move everybody up.
Up to bat, number 8, Levi Martin.
Down and low. Line drive to the shortstop, and he'll just run over to third and tag the bag. And that'll be the out to end the inning. So Troop is out going to third. Basically, he's the third out, but Martin goes down, Levi. So they put a couple of runners aboard, but they can't score either. We've completed 4. We're going to the top of the 5th. 2 innings to go here, and things are looking a little different here as the cloud cover and the wind coming in right now. We've got thunderstorms to the south of us and to the west of us, so these things don't look very pretty right now either. They are breaking up at times, but these don't look like they're breaking up, so we may be in for a rain delay here shortly coming up. They will also, if there's any lightning, they will call it and they will do a 30-minute delay. So see if we can't get this game finished before the rain comes in. storms have switched directions throughout the afternoon. First pitch. To Pilkington. Down in the dirt. Pilkington, Sanders, Burgess. One thing, storm does come in, it doesn't rain, and just all wind, it'll at least cool it down as the wind blowing pretty good now out towards center field, probably 15 mile an hour. Ground ball, deep, short, long throw, got him. Man, what a play again. Like I said, the infields for both these squads are very impressive. I mean, that is just really a nice play again. Sumi over to Stillwell. Stillwell with the stretch, and they get the out, one away. Sanders now at the plate. Line drive. This one will get past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. So Sanders will go down to first.
That's back for Tennessee, number 10, Cody Burgess.
Swings and Burgess misses at a pitch that's way outside. You can hear that wind picking up, and it's definitely very, very big time. So we look at that radar screen, and there's rain all around us right now. Swung on, fouled off, back to the plate it goes. Swings at a high one, pops it up deep left field, and up in the air long enough the left fielder can get underneath it for out number 2. Wind definitely picking up, blowing straight out of the park right now. Here's a line shot towards short, picked up, flipped over to second, and they'll get the force. So again, put a runner on the bases, but can't bring him home. 4.5 complete, going to the bottom of the 5th, still tied at 3. It don't look. Looking at that radar screen, things not looking very pretty right now, and that's a pretty good sized storm that's coming this way, so we may get delayed here for a while, so stay tuned. Again, don't forget Facebook is where you'll find out if we're delayed and for how long. So if you are watching the game right now and you've got a Facebook page, make sure you log on, type in JockJive Sports in your Facebook search engine, and that way you can keep up to date with how long the delays will be. We'll broadcast as long as they let us go, but once the rain starts and they stop the play, then we'll be in delay mode, and you won't see anything on the JockJive.com website except for Facebook. You'll be able to find out about the delays, and hopefully we'll be able to tell you when we're going to start back up. Hopefully, like I say, if the wind blows hard enough, maybe it'll blow over and blow through. There's a long drive out into left center field, but it is caught by the left center fielder. So Leah Martin hits the ball well, but right into left field for out number 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here, all knotted up at 3. And storm clouds all around us and wind blowing pretty good. Feels like the temperature's gotten cooler, but it says it hasn't. So 88 with feels like temperatures in the mid-90s. But I guess the wind is making it a little more bearable, so to speak, right now. There's a deep line shot into left, but right into the glove of the left fielder. And again, 2 down quickly for North Carolina. And it'll be up to Watts. Otherwise, we're going to the final inning, all knotted up at 3 apiece. We'll step back out of the way of that pitch. 11 a little high. I haven't done an extra inning game yet so far. I've done a couple of run rule games and no extra innings so far. Just short. The throw, the stretch, the grab, the tag. Done. 6-3 on the play again. Pretty standard for that Tennessee infield when a ground ball comes in. We're going to the final inning of play. We'll see somebody. Can they win it in the final inning, or do we go extras? Come back in just a few minutes, or in just a few seconds. We'll be back. More right here on JockJive.com. Ellis Hamrick now coming to the plate. Lead things off here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, he'll slap it. One hopper to the shortstop, knocks it down. Long throw to first. No, safe. Ball come out. Umpire right on top of that play. So infield single for Hamrick, and for Tennessee, that's what they wanted, a runner on board. You can see the clouds out there out in the outfield. That is why, folks, it has gotten somewhat dark here, and we're hoping the rain will hold off. Underneath the pitcher's glove, second baseman will make the tag to get the out, but Knox Little will be safe on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Holland. Swung on, fouled off the screen. Holland and then Potter if he can get on. Swung on into right field. That's going to drop in. Oh, and it got by the right fielder. Knox Little rounding and sliding into 2. I thought he was going to turn and try to go 3, but he does not. He stays at second. It'll be a single for Holland. Runners at first and second for Tennessee. Tied up at 3. Here in the top of the 6th inning, trying to plate that run and get a little bit of insurance going into the bottom of the 6th. Like I said, this is a very tight ball game between these two clubs. Here is Potter, who's had 2 base hits today and scored a run. Sends this one deep center field into the glove of the left center fielder for out number 2. Then they throw it away as they tag both runners, and both runners will advance 1 base. So it ends up basically being a sac fly, and boy, aggressive base running there by Tennessee. Very impressive. Trying to get that lead run across the plate, so the coach went for it. He knows Little's got those wheels, and that little guy can fly. So be up to Williams right here at the plate. Drives this one into right center field. It'll drop in, base hit. Little will score. They're going to round the second runner. Here he comes to the plate. He'll run in, slide into the catcher. There is no interference. Ball on the ground. Runner goes to third. He's going home. Nobody got the baseball. The baseball's back here. Nobody went for it. He's going to end up scoring. Williams is going to score on a single. They throw home. Little scored first, then Holland come in, and when they threw home, he got slid into the catcher Brown. When he got slid into, the ball came back here by the backstop. Everybody was running towards the plate. Williams just continued to run. And the coach noticed nobody had the baseball, and he sent him. Wow, what a play by Bryce Williams, heads up base running. And right now, Tennessee has a lead, 6-3, and a timeout for North Carolina. Nobody went for the baseball. Oh, that's heartbreaking for North Carolina because Brown got slid into when they were getting ready to put the tag on. The young man, Holland, did exactly what you're supposed to do. He slid, so there's no interference. The ball scooted away from the plate and rolled back about maybe 15 feet. Everybody kind of scattered, but nobody went for the baseball. Tennessee with the lead, 6-3 here in the top of the sixth. And boy, wanting to get an insurance run, getting a couple and then a bonus even more so. Foul ball over the top of everything. Again, trying to play through this cloud cover, and hopefully this storm does not bring any rain down. This game would be a shame to get delayed at anything right now. Slap towards right goes foul. North Carolina will get their at-bat in the bottom of the sixth. They will have 3 outs to work with, and those 3 outs they will have to try to, at this point, score 3 runs to tie it and 4 to win it, and that would be a heartbreak on the other side for Tennessee. 2 really good teams battling hard right now. Fly ball, right side, foul, 2 strikes on True. Camden True grounded out his first time at the plate back in the 4th inning. 3 runs have crossed for Tennessee. One of those, a backbreaker, literally. Popped up right field. Underneath it, makes the catch for the out. Well, here it is for North Carolina. They have a team that can produce runs. There's no doubt about that. Tennessee, though, has kept them scoreless the last 2 innings. They'll be at the top of their order. Sumi, Lucas, Starkey. And can they pull this one out? 3 to send it to extras. 4 to win the game and move on. Right now, still just cloud cover right now, so next game scheduled to start at 4. Rain clouds all around us, breaking up at times, but, oh, man, let's see if we can get this one finished before it comes in. Our next game scheduled for 4 o'clock. We may be on a delay if the rain does start to come down. 6-3 is the score. North Carolina down by 3. Last inning of hope here for them. 3 to tie, 4 to win. They have produced a run in the first and 2 in the third today. That's been it. First pitch down low. Sumi at the plate today with a single, a double, and a run scored. Rips the first pitch to the shortstop. Grab, glove, throw to first, out number 1. Tennessee defense doing what they have done through the tournament. Like I said, they really, really are good. Alex Potter with the grab. Sorry, I'll change that scoreboard for you. Bottom of 6, 1 down. Here's Lucas, the right fielder. 2 hits today as well, single and a double. Ground ball third. Knocked down by the third baseman. Picks it up. Throws to first. Stretch. No, he beat it. Single for Lucas. Great throw there from third. Great stretch again. But they put a runner aboard with one out. That's what they need. They need a couple of base runners. Outside to Starkey, the third baseman. Again outside from the coach. Massey in the on-deck circle. Starkey today with a single and a fielder's choice. Been on base both times. Line shot into the glove of the third or shortstop. Throws back to first. Throws it past the first baseman though. Probably should have held on to it, trying to get the DP as the runner had come off the bag. They'll throw it to third with plenty of guys backing up. Again, line shot out for out number 2, but then the overthrow allows them to go to second. So now they work with 1 out, down 3 runs, or 2 outs, down 3 runs, and a runner at second. And coming to the plate is the left center fielder Massey. Got on by a fielder's choice and grounded to second. So a little bit of extra pressure on this young man as he comes to the plate with the runner at second. Basically right now as a coach, tell him, just get a hit, get on base, whatever you got to do, get on base, because you can't win the game with the home run, even if you could hit one out of here. But if you can get on base, you can give us another runner and a chance to get those 3 runs we need. See what he does. Didn't like the first one, lets it go. Crowd on both sides pumped up on their feet here for Tennessee, on their feet here for North Carolina as the battle continues. Drive down the right side, and it will go foul. Hit it nicely, but unfortunately it pulled it a little too far. What a ball game this has been. 3-3 tie all the way until the top of the 6th inning, and Tennessee plates a couple and then a gimme run that really hurt right now. 6-3 lead. Down in the dirt. 3 pitches so far from Coach. Massey's got 2 pitches to work with. High fly ball into right field. Over his head. Rounding first. He'll hold up as the ball's coming to the plate. Now we'll go down to second. Ball gets by the catcher. Now going to third is Massey. So a run will score on the single by Massey, and he ends up at third base. North Carolina not out of it yet. 6. And I've got the score wrong on the scoreboard. My apologies. It's 6-3 the other way. I put it 6-4 now. Sorry about that, folks. I'll fix that for you. 6-4. 2 outs, runner at third. Phillips, fly out and a ground out today. Line shot into the glove of the third baseman. He snags it at the shoestrings, and the ball game is over. Just like that. Wow, what a great grab. A 6-4 final, and I think just before the rains are going to come in. It is getting real dark and real windy, folks, and that's going to be a final. Congratulations to Tennessee. They're going to get this one. The rain starting to feel some drops coming down. We're probably going to get some. We're going to be off for a little while, I believe. The next game doesn't start until 4, but if the rain comes in, we'll be delayed even longer. Make sure you go to your Facebook page and sign up and put JockJive in your search engine. And when we come back at 4, we'll let you know. If not, check out Facebook and we'll let you know when we're coming back. Again, final. Tennessee pulls it out. 6-4 over North Carolina here at the Dixie Youth Baseball AA World Series coach pitch. Here comes the rain.